Hello and welcome to Magic AutoCAD. Before you start working, please make sure your interface is switched to 3D modeling. Remember, down here, this is where we switch it for the 2020 AutoCAD because I'm using the 2020 version, and other older versions. Before, maybe versions older than 2016, you might find it up here or elsewhere, but for now it's down here. Then now let's go to the home icon and turn our view to the southwest isometric view. So with that, we shall move forward to talk about some modeling tools like the Extrude, the Presspull, the Polysolid, and some objects, okay, found here. As you drop down, you're going to find these solid objects here. Then now let's get started. Let's first of all talk about the extrude command. Before we talk about that, let's draw a rectangle somewhere there. Then we draw a circle somewhere there. Then now let's go to the extrude. Left click on extrude. Then you come down here at the command line. You're going to see mode. Okay, you click on the mode. Then inside here you're going to see solid and surface. Let's select on solid. Then you come on the line of the rectangle, you click, then you press the enter key. Now you see that you can extrude. Okay, you can extrude. Then you can enter a height. Let's enter a height of 2. Then enter. Okay, then we'll go back to extrude, left click, and then we're going to see mode. Click on the mode. Then this time around, let's take surface. Okay, you click on surface. Then we click on the line, then enter. Then here you're going to see that the surface is the one that has been extruded because we took surface. Okay, now let's type in a height, or you just click. You can decide to click it at any height. Let's click it randomly, okay, or you type in a height. So now you can see that this one has been extruded as a solid because we selected solid, and this one is extruded at the surface because we selected surface. So with that, let's delete. Then now let's move over here. Let's go to the top view. Let's click on the top view. It's going to take us to this y-x axis. Then let's draw a 2D object here. Then there we are. Then now let's click on, let's go back to home. Then it's going to take us there. And then now let's go to the front. Okay, here you click on, let's select parallel because it's in perspective. You select parallel, and let's go to the line. Oh, here make sure you activate your snap at the midpoint. Okay, let's deactivate the end point. Let it be at the midpoint. Okay, come here at the midpoint. Sorry, here you're going to see that here we are at Z and X axis. So what do? Let's go up here to this view, and then we select this XY axis. So now you're going to see that here we have Y and X axis. We can freely draw. So that's why I ask you to study your axis very well. So if you haven't studied your axis, go back to coordinates. Sorry, if you haven't studied your coordinates, go back to study your coordinates. Let's take it up like this at an incline height. Okay, let's keep it somewhere there then escape. Let's go back to home. Then from here we'll go up to this UCS world and we'll click on UCS world. It's going to take us back to this position. Then now let's click on par. Okay, there we are. From here let's go back to extrude. You have to click on extrude, then you come back here, then let's select this line, then we select solid. Okay, it should be at solid. Okay, then now you're going to see that the extrusion is vertical. Okay, this rectangle extrudes at a vertical direction. Then now what if you want to change the direction? Then let's come here to the command line, you click on direction, then you'll be asked to specify the first point. Okay, let's specify the first point, the start point, the start point here. Then the end point should be somewhere at the midpoint here. Okay, let's click at the midpoint and it's going to be like that. So let's rotate and see what we got. So that is what we got. Now let's go back to extrude. Okay, we click on extrude, then we come here, let's select, then enter. Then now here let's click on path. Okay, path, then we come here, we click on this line. So you see that it has followed the path. Okay, it has followed the path. So that is how we're going to see our object. Let's quickly go to the rectangle and make a rectangle here. Okay, there we are. Then I go to extrude, you click enter. Then now you come down to the command line, you're going to see taper angle. Click on the taper angle, then here you type in the angle. Let's type in 30, enter. Then you're going to see how this object has tapered at an angle of 30. Okay, yeah, you can decide now to click it at any height, or you type in a height. Let's just type in a height of 3 and see what we got. 3. So that is what we have. Let's shift it aside and then we'll go to the line command. Okay, we'll go to the line. From the beginning I told you that the extrude only select closed boundary lines. Okay, you only select lines at closed boundaries. Okay, so in this regard, before you select any object to extrude, make sure you convert it to poly. Okay, make sure the lines are in poly. So let's see here, let's go to extrude, then here let's select. You see here that we can only select just one line. Okay, we can select just the line segment. So let's select this other one, this other one, and this other one. And in this case we can never make a solid object. Okay, we cannot make a solid object here. Let's type in and see. Type in enter. Here you will see that we can only extrude the edges. Okay, we cannot extrude at the solid because we work with closed lines. Okay, so with that, let's delete and talk about the press pull. Now let's go to the circle, make a circle here, then we'll go to the rectangle, make a rectangle here, we go again to the circle, let's make another circle here. Sorry, this one is too far, make it right here. Okay, now there we are. Now let's go to the press pull tool, then I click on the press pull. Here you're going to see that the press pull select the object just at the enclosure. Okay, at the line enclosure. When you hover it within the enclosed line, within the enclosed object. We don't select it on the line as we do on the extrude. Okay, so here somewhere, anywhere within this line, you press within this object, sorry, you press, you click there, then you're gonna press pull. Okay, let's take it up to a height and we click somewhere there. Then we come here, let's hover the cursor here. You see that it's been selected. Okay, you press pull up. Okay, then now let's continue here to bring this part up. Here the same, bring this part up. Then now let's bring this other part up. So you see how the press pull functions. Let's quickly go to the circle, sorry, to the circle, and we draw a circle here, then another one here, then we go to press pull, then let's click here at the midpoint, we take it up, then you can as well take it down. Okay, down, it's not only about up, you can take it to the negative direction, so it goes like that. Okay, then now we go back to the rectangle. Let's draw on this surface. Okay, let's draw on the surface. That is our rectangle. We go back and draw another rectangle on the same surface. Okay, there we are. Then we go now to the press pull. You click here, then just pull it inward, and then you click it somewhere there. Okay, then now you come here, you select this one, let's pull it outward, and then you click it somewhere there. Sorry, that was so close. Outwards, and then you click it somewhere there. Then now let's orbit to see what we got. So now you're gonna see that when you press pull inward into the object, it forms a groove. Okay, and then when you press pull outwards, it forms a tongue. Okay, like you just saw here. So that is how it functions. Then now we're gonna move over here. Sorry, let's quickly delete these ones. Let's go to the circle and see another example of another difference between the press pull and the extrude. Draw a circle here, another circle. Then let's go to the press pull. Then here, when you select the press pull on the line, okay, let's select it on the line and see. Then here you're going to see that this object behaves, the press pull object here behaves exactly like extrude. Okay, so you're going to see that it behaves like extrude, so it doesn't behave like press pull. So that is the last differences between the press pull and the extrude. Now let's delete and talk about the Polysolid. Now let's go to the Polysolid. Let's click on the Polysolid. This Polysolid, it's a tool to draw walls. Okay, so let's click here and see what we got. So now you can draw your wall like this. Let's zoom it so that you can see where. Okay, polar tracks here. You can go this way, then you can go this way as well. Then now come to the command line to follow the next command. We can take it to an arc shape. Okay, you can make an arc. You can make an arc like this. Now we come back here. They will ask you to give the arc direction. Then you can take an arc direction. When you click it here, you're gonna see an arc direction. Then now you come back to line. You click on line. Then it's gonna come back to normal. Then like that. You can bend like that. Then now when you come to close, okay, let's click on close and see what we got. So the object is gonna close somewhere there. Thank you for subscribing. See you in our next tutorial.